So this is a quick demo on how to do a paraffin wax mask on a foot during a pedicure treatment. So you could do this on yourself, but we've chosen to show you on a client so we've got variation. If you've already seen the paraffin wax on the hand, you'll see that we did this, it was me on myself, and we used cling film, which is very similar to when you use the bags that may be provided by your paraffin wax suppliers. To give you some variation, we'll show you how you can use tin foil for the same thing. A lot of people choose to use it because it's flexible, it's cheap, it's easy to use, plus it also traps the heat for that little bit longer, and it's also easy to remove. What we've done is given the foot the massage, we've done the pedicure so far. So we've made sure that the massage medium, which is an oil in this case, there's still some residue here, and that's so that when we remove the paraffin wax mask it should slide off quite easily. So we've decanted some paraffin wax, and now it's just a case of building up the layers on the foot. So the slight difference here is that you can't obviously turn the foot round too easily, so you're working on top of the foot and then you're moving below. So you've checked the temperature with your client, and it should feel nice and warm and relaxing. So all you're doing now is building up the layers. And again, it's not a pretty looking treatment, so don't worry if it looks like it might be patchy, because you're building up these layers and the end result is going to be perfect. As we said in previous treatments, it can be a little bit messy, so just be sure that you don't use your best towels in the salon. Also be sure that your client doesn't have anything valuable nearby, because sometimes little bits of paraffin wax can go flying into the air and landing on expensive skirts and trousers, so you want to be very careful. When we were doing the hand, we asked the client to make sure that they hold their fingers together. This is obviously a lot easier with the foot because your toes naturally sit a certain way, so you're just making sure that you cover everything evenly. So we're just working our way around. We can go over the toes. And again, for cleaning your brush at the end, we have a tutorial for that too, because sometimes that can be a very tricky thing to do and a lot of people don't know the best way to clean their brushes, so be sure to watch that tutorial too. So just taking your time building it up. And again, you're aiming for normally 3 to 5 layers. If anyone was concerned if they were doing a male client because they do have hair involved, then because you have your oil or your massage medium base there, the paraffin wax is going to slide off. Some people are concerned that it's like a hair removal treatment, so as long as you make them aware that it's actually a relaxation mask and it's not anything painful, it's actually the opposite, it's very relaxing. So once we've done that, you're just going to very gently wrap up the foot and trap the heat. And again, some people then choose to put a bootie on, even a heated bootie. It's completely up to yourself what you'd rather do. What you're going to do is get the client to relax their leg, do the other foot, and then it's about 10 to 15 minutes until it's completely cool and it's ready to remove. So your client's had their full relaxation time with their foot mask on, and it's now time to release it. So some people get their client just to very gently wiggle their toes and they can tell if it's actually started to loosen, but either way it's nice and easy to remove. So all you do is you support the foot out underneath and then you very gently start to slide the mask off. As you're sliding the mask off, you can see if there's any areas that you're just going to need to run over soon. As we've said before, it is quite a messy treatment, so don't be concerned if you have to pick up lots of wax residue after you're done. There we go, and we just get some little bits of residue here that we can just remove very carefully. And then what you can do is just remove any excess and then continue on with the rest of your treatment.